Hi, my name is Mark Maliniak, and I play the trumpet in the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. And I'd like to share with you a little bit of my own personal path towards becoming a musician. I started playing the trumpet in 5th grade, and I remember hearing movies like Indiana Jones and Star Wars, and immediately fell in love with the sound of the trumpet. I began to take lessons with some teachers in my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, and started to notice improvement, which was very encouraging at a young age. After high school, I successfully auditioned for the Baldwin Wallace University Conservatory of Music in Berea, Ohio. I graduated with a Bachelor of Music degree, and I was focused on a music performance program. After my undergrad was completed, I attended the Cleveland Institute of Music for a 2-year Master of Music program. And I continued with weekly trumpet lessons, and I was very focused on taking professional auditions upon my graduation. Now, I should have mentioned that in order to join an orchestra, you have to audition for the group, and you can't audition for the group unless there's an opening. So someone must have retired or left the ensemble in order for a vacancy to be available. Now, I took auditions all over the country, from San Francisco to Boston, and I was successful in a few, and I was not so successful in many of them. The financial costs of taking these auditions, by the way, is entirely my own responsibility. I was investing anywhere from $500 to $1,000 into this 10-minute audition event. Now, as I was auditioning, and in order to make a living while doing so, I was an active freelance musician. I played weddings, I played church services, I was a substitute and extra trumpet player in many regional orchestras, and eventually my reputation as being a dependable and solid player brought me to orchestras across the country. I was teaching middle school students, high school students, and eventually I was a college trumpet professor at the University of Akron for 2 years, right up until I won my job in the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra in 2018, where I have been now for the last 5 years as the 4th chair trumpet player and also the utility trumpet player. Now, a daily and typical day for me consists of rehearsals and weekly concerts. Every weekend is a whole new batch of concerts. Sometimes we'll even rehearse 2 or 3 different concerts each week. And our typical season of work is from September through the end of June. So over that span of time, we're performing about 150 concerts. And as I mentioned before, I'm the 4th trumpet player. So in a general sense, that means that I play the lowest notes in the music versus, say, the 1st trumpet player, who would have the highest notes and also the most solos. My job is to blend well with the other trumpet players, play in tune with them, and to generally match what they do, to be a great team player and not the star of the show. In addition to about 3 to 4 hours of practice a day, I'm also a teacher and teach trumpet lessons to middle school and high school students and also college students in the Atlanta area. Now, for those of you who might be interested in a career in music, I have a few words of advice. First off, find a good teacher, someone that you trust and someone who will motivate and guide you if you're an instrumentalist or a singer. Practice daily and practice your weaknesses. Too often, myself included, we avoid what we can't do best. And because we don't want to sound bad, and we don't want to be discouraged or have our own egos hurt. But realize that your strengths as a musician will always be there. And it's often our weaknesses that'll hold us back from our potential. Attend reputable music schools with a proximity to great local and live music. Attending as many live concerts as you possibly can to absorb the sound that you eventually want to have. Be the colleague that everybody wants to hire back. For those that plan to take auditions, record yourself on a daily basis. Listen back, critically evaluate what you sound like. Would you feel confident putting your recording up on YouTube for millions of people to watch and listen? And finally, practice, practice, practice. Train hard as if you're entering the Olympics. Because in some ways, winning an orchestral audition is like winning a gold medal and setting the world record at the same time. And I wish you all the best if you end up pursuing a career in music.